I'm Kelly Anthony, this is the Anthony Kitchen, and today I am gonna show you how to make the best margarita in town. One of my least favorite things to do is play bartender when I am hosting a party. What I really want to be doing is spending time with my people. So I'm gonna show you how to make a margarita on the rocks, just one single on its lonesome, but then I'm gonna show you how to whip together a quick pitcher of margaritas, perfect for a party, make ahead, less stress. Yes, please, let's go. So here I have two plates, one salty, one sweet. I like a salted rim, so that's what I'm gonna show you how to do today, and we'll just set this sugar over here off to the side. You wanna grab your glass. This step has to be done before you put ice in the glass. Let it be known, it cannot be done the other way around. So we're gonna get our lime ready, and I need a knife. Here is how you cut a lime into perfect wedges. You lay it lengthwise and cut it in half, okay? And now, before we cut it into quarters, what we're gonna do, this is an old bartender trick, you're welcome, is cut it right down the center here. But make sure you don't cut through the pith of the lime, the rind of the lime. Okay, so we've got our little line cut down the center, and now we're just gonna cut it down the middle. Perfect. So here we go. We're just gonna take that lime and just rub it all along the edge of the glass. And then I'll set these over here for later. Now, down goes the glass. And you wanna really just get it a heavy coating while you're on the plate, because a lot of it's gonna fall off right when you pick it up. So we have that done. We'll set our salt aside. Fill your glass to the tippy top with ice. Margaritas are meant to be cool and refreshing, yes please. So we've got all of our ice in, and now, if you're a very neat bartender, you could add the ingredients directly to the glass and stir. However, this can be a little bit risky when you've taken the time to put that salted rim on there, because if you slosh it around, a lot of the salt's just gonna fall right off. So to avoid losing any of that salt that we just worked so hard on, we are gonna go ahead and get out the shaker. Once the ice is in, we'll add the tequila. So 1.5 ounces in the shaker. Now for the orange liqueur. In goes a 1/2 ounce of orange liqueur. Now for the lime juice. Okay guys, here is my secret to the best margarita ever. It is simply limeade. Now, I'm sure that you could use another limeade, but just don't use the concentrated stuff. I really like simply limeade because it's just the right amount of sweet, just the right amount of lime, and it doesn't have that super pungent, overbearing flavor that you're gonna get in a lot of sweet and sour mixes. So we're gonna use some limeade here. And I'm just gonna add about 1/3 cup. So I'm gonna get my measuring cup out and add 1/3 cup into the shaker. Another old bartender trick is a splash of orange juice. And of course, we have to have fresh lime in our margarita. So I've got 1/2 lime here, just gonna squeeze that in. Ooh, that was a good juicy lime. That did not take a lot of effort at all. Pop on the lid and shake, shake, shake. Okay, great. We're not looking for ice crystals, so we don't have to shake like we would if we were making a martini maybe, but we do want to get it good and cold and mixed up. For the final moment, we'll just give it a pour. Oh, that sounds really good, doesn't it? How nice is that? Now the last step is going to be to garnish. We've already prepared that. So we'll just pop this beauty right here on the side. And there you have a perfect homemade margarita on the rocks. You've officially made the best margarita in town. Let's take a sip, see how I did. Totally delicious. And while we're working on this, we'll go ahead and get our margaritas ready for the party. here we have a pitcher. Let's fill it up. So since we're making margaritas for a party in advance so that we are not having to hustle and bustle when our guests actually arrive, what we're going to do is not put ice in the pitcher, because what will happen if you put ice in the pitcher is it's just gonna melt down and then it's gonna water down your margarita and it's not gonna be as good. So we'll save the ice for when we're actually serving the drinks. Now, I'll say this for this mix, this is gonna serve 4 to 6 people. If you have more people coming or your friends are real thirsty, you can go ahead and double this recipe. Actually, at theanthonykitchen.com, where all of these recipes live, you can go to the Margarita on the Rocks recipe, and I'll link to that below. And you can actually use a slider on the recipe card, and that will do all your multiplication for you if you're serving a bigger crowd. How convenient is that? So let's get started. We are gonna start with 2 cups of limeade. Well, that looks kind of sad, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and double the recipe. Make that 4 cups of limeade. So now we've got margaritas for 8 to 12. We're gonna give it a really generous splash of orange juice. Now the tequila, it's best to measure that out. So we're gonna go with about 1.5 cups of tequila here. So we will add this in. Now for the orange liqueur, we'll do about 3/4 cup of orange liqueur. In goes the orange liqueur. Last but not least, our fresh limes. I'm gonna do 2 whole limes in there. Speaking of limes, let me go ahead and break this down. If we had made a simple syrup and done the limeade all from scratch, you're gonna be juicing at least 1 to 2 bags of limes. That is a lot of work. And I, as I mentioned earlier, am a lazy hostess. So I'll take all the shortcuts I can get. Save those bags of lime for the garnish, or if you're making an individual margarita on the rocks and you've got some extra time on your hands. But for this, the limeade really is the best choice. And we're gonna get that fresh lime flavor from the lime here. So we're gonna juice 2 limes. I am obsessed with my citrus juicer. It's like one of my favorite kitchen tools. Okay, makes this so easy. But even with the juicer, I still don't wanna juice an entire bag of limes. Nope. Now the pitcher looks a little low, but if you were to add ice in here, you would have a pitcher all the way to the top with margarita mix. For our garnish, what we're gonna do is take a lime and just take off the end, and now we're just gonna cut it into slices. Okay, and we'll just drop these into the pitcher. This just makes it extra pretty for entertaining. Grab a spoon, mix it up, and you'll just pop this in the refrigerator, let it chill. When your guests arrive, you can either top it with ice or just pour it over ice straight into the glasses. Either way, entertaining with margaritas at home could not get easier than this. I hope that this was helpful for all you margarita drinkers at home. Remember, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Anthony Kitchen, and at theanthonykitchen.com, where you will find hundreds of recipes to choose from, including your new favorite cocktail. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.